Don't scroll, because if you receive Social Security, this week matters more than you think. A lot of people assume December payments are already done, but for millions of beneficiaries, the final Social Security check of the year is still arriving right now, and it lands just weeks before bigger checks begin in January. Here's why that timing is important. This payment isn't just another deposit. It's the last check before the 2026 cost of living adjustment kicks in. And that adjustment is going to change monthly incomes for nearly 74 million Americans. So let's slow this down and make sure you know exactly who gets paid this week, why the date looks unusual, and what changes starting next month. If you were born between the 21st and the 31st of any month, your Social Security payment is scheduled for Wednesday, December 24th. That's the third and final payment wave for December. And yes, the date stands out. Normally, payments hit later in the month. But because of how the calendar falls this year, the Social Security Administration moved the payment forward slightly, so it lands before the holidays. This isn't an extra check. It's not a bonus. It's simply your regular monthly benefit arriving a bit earlier. Social Security payments usually follow a predictable rhythm. If your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th, you're paid on the second Wednesday. If it's between the 11th and the 20th, you're paid on the third Wednesday. And if you were born after the 20th, your payment comes on the fourth Wednesday, which is why December 24th is your date. But not everyone follows that schedule. If you started receiving Social Security before May 1997, your payment doesn't depend on your birthday at all. Those beneficiaries are paid on the third of the month, unless it falls on a weekend or holiday. And if you receive both Social Security and SSI, your payments are split. SSI usually arrives on the first of the month, while Social Security comes on the third. Now here's where the real change begins. This December payment is the final check before COLA. Starting January 2026, Social Security benefits increased by 2.8%. For the average retiree, that's about $56 more per month. That might not sound dramatic at first, but over an entire year, that increase adds up, especially for households living on fixed incomes, where groceries, utilities, and medical costs don't wait. And there's something else quietly happening in the background. Social Security is continuing its transition away from paper checks. More beneficiaries are now receiving payments through direct deposit or the Direct Express card. If you haven't updated your payment method yet, delays can happen, especially during high traffic months like December and January. Now here's the part many people miss. Because of calendar shifts, some SSI recipients will receive two payments in December. One is for December. The second, arriving on December 31st, is actually the payment for January 2026. That doesn't mean extra money. It just means January's payment arrives early. And the same thing happens again in early 2026. February's SSI payment will arrive at the end of January. March's will arrive in late February. If you don't expect this, it can feel confusing. If you do expect it, it helps with planning. So here's the simple takeaway. If you were born between the 21st and the 31st, watch your account on December 24th. That's your final 2025 Social Security payment. Your next check will be larger, thanks to COLA, when January payments begin. And if you receive SSI, pay close attention to dates. Some months bring early deposits, not extra money. Because with Social Security, timing matters just as much as the amount. And understanding that timing helps you avoid stress, confusion, and unnecessary surprises, especially at the start of a new year.